Welcome back, New Hope Online. We are back in our online studios. What a great message from Vicki today about salvation, and that's a lot to unpack. Even for somebody that's been in church for a while, you still have to really just kind of digest that a little bit. So you might be sitting there at home thinking to yourself, well, I kind of fall into one of those categories. You know, I might be looking for refresh and renewed, and I've given my life to Christ 3, 4, dozen, 2 dozen times, or I have never done it at all before. This is a great way to just unpack it a little bit. And if you have any more questions, if you want to talk a little bit more, if this was all very overwhelming to you, that's okay too.
Yeah.
But I kind of think that we provide services here at New Hope that can help you learn more and answer some of the in-depth questions that you might have on a personal level. And one of the great ways that you can do that is today.
Yes.
With our virtual Join Our Family. And that is at 3:30 on Zoom.
Yes. So if you have not heard, we're going to have a virtual Join Our Family meeting. We used to do those in person, and we're going to do them online since, you know, a lot of people can't come around, and it'll be fine. But that's a good way to find out, what does it mean to be part of a church? What does it mean to be a Christian? Like, they're going to touch a lot of subjects. Lots of questions can be answered. And it's just a baby step. It's an intro class. If you want to think of it as a class, it's no low pressure. Just here's what we do. Here's what it means to be a Christian and be a partner with New Hope United Methodist Church. So we encourage you to join and just hear what it's about. It's probably going to be a half hour, maybe an hour, just to join on and listen and, you know,
and
find out more.
There's no wrong questions.
Yeah.
There's no bad questions. All questions are considered, especially when it comes to you becoming renewed and living a new life. I mean, that is a huge step, and we take that very seriously. So there's no bad answers or bad questions. I mean, it is all considered. And the most important thing too is, don't ever compare what you would like in faith and a relationship with God with what somebody else is doing or having. It's your faith. It is your relationship with God. And that's something, you know, even on the level of student ministry in high school and middle school, that's what we work on. It's not your mom or dad's faith. It's not your grandparents' faith. It's not Reverend Vicki's faith. It's your faith and relationship.
Yes, and if you were around when we did the spiritual growth sermon series, that just reminds me of when we talked about spiritual gifts and everything. That is the beauty of God, and what He's done is He's created each one of us to be an individual and to have our own personal relationship with Him. So there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Nope.
There's right now we're doing Back to Basics, which is just some key points of the Bible of how it means to be a Christian. But even some of that is different. You know, your relationship with God is your relationship. And we're just going to give you as many tools and information as we can to help you along your journey.
Absolutely. So. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's why we exist. So, yes, I encourage you, if you have any questions or want to learn more, to check out the virtual meeting today. And if not, seek out somebody from findnewhope.com. Look into how you can get a hold and communicate with a pastor or someone, or even one of us. I mean, maybe you know, we could answer some questions for you too.
Ask any of us. We are more than happy to give you our story, or to give you some insight of what we've gone through and how our journey has happened. And you can always, if you want more, you can always request a prayer. Request a prayer. Say that 5 times fast. Online, write in the comments. You can send an email to info@findnewhope.com. We can always find out more information for you, whatever you're looking for. So.
Absolutely. Well, we should probably close up with some final announcements.
Yes.
I know one that we didn't touch on earlier was our food co-op.
Yes, so this Tuesday is our food co-op, the 19th. That is, we do it every 2 weeks, the 1st and 3rd of every month. So if you would like to sign up, do so by tonight at midnight. It's $5 a unit, 2 units per family, and it's tons of produce and eggs and all that good stuff, and that's this Tuesday
at the New Hope Life Center.
Yes. Oh, yes. And it's drive-through, which is great because that means it's, you know, we keep social distancing and everything. So please come out. And then another thing that we have, another way you can partner with New Hope, is with our mission focuses. that we have for the next couple months, we are partnering with the United Methodist Children's Home. And what we're doing this year is Cash for Kids. It used to be Coins for Kids. With COVID and everything, we're trying to lessen the amount of items that we get in that we have to touch. So we're going to do cash. There's a donation wall out in the lobby today. It'll be out there for a while. There's little envelopes of different amounts if you'd want to give. Of course, you're always welcome to give whatever you can. The United Methodist Children's Home, if you do not know, it's
a great organization.
It's amazing. I've gone a couple of times, gone on their little tours of their campus. It is for, I don't want to say they're necessarily orphans, but it's just children who cannot be with their family, who need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
They're a little bit north in Florida, and it's fostering and all those great things. And so we partner with them to give them some donations because those kids live there year round. They have clothes, they have food, they have school supplies. We help with their living. They have little houses there. I don't know if you've been,
Yes,
but
I
it's
have.
so
It's
cool.
great. It's a beautiful campus. And
Yes.
they can't exist without the help from
Yes.
churches and people and congregations and members.
It's so cool because what they have is these little tiny houses that I say tiny, but they're huge. These little houses, and the kids stay, and then they have different parents who come in and help them for a couple weeks. Take care of them for a while, and then another parent will come in, which helps get more volunteers. So if you ever want to be a foster parent, I'm sure they would love to have you. So you can find out more at the United Methodist Children's Home. But then our other mission focus this year is something for us local, is Choices. They're a family and pregnancy planning center here local, and they're doing a diaper drive.
Wow.
And that's, diapers, you always need them. You can't
diapers.
reuse them. So
Yeah.
you can find out all of that at findnewhope.com. All the donation links and everything that they need are on their websites.
Awesome. And I'm glad that Food Co-op is Tuesday because Monday we're going to be closed.
We're closed. That's true.
So it's Martin Luther King Day, and offices will be closed here on the campus. So we will be back on Tuesday, of course, kicking everything off with Food Co-op.
Yes. And then I think the only other thing is that if you have not yet checked out our COVID update, please go and find out more at findnewhope.com. That tells you how we're keeping everybody safe, what we've been doing, what we're doing right now, and what we're going to do in the future.
Awesome. Well, that's it for us today. Have a wonderful week, and think about your relationship and where you are in your life. If you're looking for a new life, a renewal, a refreshment, consider salvation, and consider talking to us and joining us and trying to answer some of your questions. So have a wonderful week.
Have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.